Hey, there we go.
All right, watch your language.
I know. Okay, call to order. 6:28 p.m. This is Ed Bevakinian, treasurer for the STNC, calling the meeting to order. That's number one. Let's do a quick roll call. Patty,
Here.
Bill,
Here,
Ed, here. All right, we're all here. General announcements. I think we have one at least. I'll yield the floor to our esteemed colleague, Bill.
what, yeah, why, what am I supposed to say? Except that, well, yeah, I guess, my wife and I are going to be moving to Sacramento. And so I'm resigning my position on the budget committee. And the email I sent out said June 1st, but if you can find somebody to take my place before then, that's good with me. This last month has been really hectic, and we've got we're going on a trip next week, and then as soon as we get back, we're going to be dealing with selling the house. So it's really a hectic time for us, but I've really enjoyed my involvement with the budget committee and with the whole neighborhood council for that matter. And I'm going to really miss it. So anyway, that's about all I have to say.
We'll definitely miss you, and we appreciate your accomplishments and the things that you've added to the overall committee. So thanks, Bill, and good luck, and enjoy Sacramento. It's nice up there. No beach though, so you'll miss the beach.
There are plenty of rivers,
So I hear.
and I'm wondering how many mosquitoes come off of those rivers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That reminds me, I got to throw out the first pitch for the River Cats game a few years ago. So go see them if you like baseball. All right. Any other general announcements? All right, we'll move right on. I will post for the role. I think we've got somebody who's already interested, Karen. So we'll kind of address that in the next meeting, and I think we can probably be happy to have you. All right, public comments on any non-agenda items. Do I have any public comments on any non-agenda items? Seeing no hands, we'll keep going.
This is Cindy. I think Karen has an announcement for her outreach event this Saturday. Is that right?
Go for it.
Okay, yes, indeed. Sorry. Thank you, Cindy. I was away. Saturday at 10 o'clock to approximately noon, we'll be having coffee and tea with the STNC at the Backdoor Bakery. So Claire Gordon and I will be the main people that'll be down there. And then a couple of other board members said they'd stop by. And I didn't know that Pat Kramer's mulching and watering event was happening so soon, but she's having it on the same day. So that'll actually work out kind of nice to stop by and just say hi and pick up a brochure and learn, you know, well, everybody here knows just about everything they need to know about the STNC, but, you know, we're hoping to do outreach to the community. So if you know anybody that would like to come and voice opinion or needs or whatnot, was very successful on the centennial celebration at the Verdugo Hills Cemetery. We met a lot of nice people who want to get involved, and had some good conversations. So again, that's what we're doing at Backdoor Bakery this Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. And had a good time at the Verdugo Hills Cemetery event. So that was awesome. Okay. Let's keep moving here. We do have the executive committee at 7, so we're gonna have to cut it right at that. So want to make sure we cover as many of these items as we can. First item is approve the 2022 April MER. And so let me quickly go to the website here, which this thing is in my way. Let's move it. There we go. All right. So here is where we're at right now. So we have net 22,790.87 available. We spent 19,392.91 year to date. And these are the items that are in the April MER, which should come out first week of May. So we have our Adobe invoice for this one is for Carol's account, $14.99. This is the storage bill, $4.49. We have, what did I miss? Oh, I think there's 2 storage bills on this. It's not a duplicate payment. It's because it's on April 1st. So one is March,
Oh,
one is
okay.
April 30th. So that's the difference between those two. And then the last thing that we're aware of is the Adobe. That's for the account that I use for our signings. So with that said, do I have a motion to approve our MER?
Patty will move.
Thanks, Patty. Do I have a second? I'll second. All right, let's take a quick vote. Patty,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes,
Ed, yes. That's easy. All right, next item, Patty's Excel spreadsheet. Patty, do you want me to share the one you sent me or do you have a different one?
No, I just kind of check. I can't. I'm still like 90 some dollars off, but that's, here nor there right now. Usually I balance, particularly on my recap, I balance totally with the Merck. Let me just share that up right now first.
Sure. You stop
Okay,
sharing
where-
and you can.
Share screen. Did it come up?
Not yet, it's coming.
Okay. So this is my recap. Don't pay attention to the stuff over here. I'm trying to balance.
we won't.
So, so every month I balance to the Merck, the city Merck. March I'm still working on because I didn't have it in April. I'm about between $90 and $60, but it doesn't really that matter. But just see, I kept track by what we call the office. And
Patty, I don't quite see your screen yet. Are you sharing yet?
oh, you can't see it?
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh, I thought you guys said it. Okay, let me show. I thought you said you did see it.
Oh, it said started screen sharing and then it didn't do anything.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, oh, don't save cancel. Details. Okay. I don't know why I always have trouble doing this. Okay, I'm going to go share screen. And I guess this will work. Did it come up?
It
Not
says
yet.
it says it's starting, but it hasn't done it yet.
Oh, your screen share is paused. I don't know why. So maybe I better not, maybe Ed, you can do it or,
Yeah, it says everybody can share, but yeah, let me pull it up.
okay.
The one that you sent me. Screen share. Should be this guy. Okay, can you guys all see?
yeah,
Okay, so Patty, you got to help me navigate. Just tell me where to go.
Okay, let me go back to that part. Okay, so the item in P, column P, which is green, these are things that we've already allotted in throughout the year, and they have not yet been spent. So if you go down to the bottom of that, go into this green, we're talking about $12,000. Almost 13,000 that hasn't been used. And of that, I figured maybe at least 5,000. And okay, and then if all the things on today's agenda, if we approve to go over, is $9,950. So bottom line, we're short $3,000.
So does that mean that $3,000 out of this column, if $3,000 doesn't get spent out of this column, we're good?
We'd be a zero. I mean, we
Okay.
would be spending everything. Now, I think the things like, go back up to the top.
This is one particular item I don't think we're gonna spend.
I doubt it will be that much. Since we've spent so much, I would say maybe another, leave 500 in there. So let's say 3,000 we would not use. Sutherland Printing is probably another 1,000 we would not use.
Yep. Also the banners, I think we heard that was gonna be a few $100. So this 2,000 is gonna go unused as well. Probably
Yes, so I don't know.
maybe 1,500 there.
Yeah. So I think there's at least $5,000 that we will not spend, probably more, but excuse me, I'm having trouble breathing. The whole nose situation with myself. So it's, it's like give and take. We want to, so what they're asking for today was how much?
I had it in the numbers, but it looks like-
9,950.
Yeah, looks like you got 9,950. So given that we don't think we'll spend at least 5,000 here, we're probably still in okay shape, and I'm not even sure we'll approve everything on today's agenda. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, and it's a thing where if we knew that we could save money or we could roll over, if we knew we could not roll over, let's go for it. Let's spend whatever we have on whatever we have. But if we have the chance of rolling over in years past, well, we've only been able to roll over maybe for 3 years now. We try to save it because the elections is coming up. And if in fact they change where we can't do Zoom, we might end up having to pay rental somewhere for their meetings.
Yep. Agreed. Okay,
So,
I see one hand raised. Go ahead, Karen.
Just a piece of information that I picked up in, I think it was a bank meeting, is that we are able to roll over $10,000.
oh, it's a definite then?
That's a 99%.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, awesome. Any other questions for Patty? Okay, all right. Thanks, Patty. We'll go back to our agenda
Yeah.
here and we'll get to some of these
I
items that
think
are.
what I might try to do is contact every committee that has money out there and ask their opinion, how much you've already going to spend that you've already been allotted, and see what they say too. That might be the best way to figure things out. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed. I think we can do that. I think that, with the outreach having most of it, I've sent you guys the latest that we've got. If you want to just kind of validate that, make sure that will give us some agreement on some assumptions. And then we can check with some of the others.
Okay.
Do we have a cutoff date by the city that we can't spend money past a certain?
Yeah, it's May. I had it written down here. It's sometime in May. It's like May 7th or something like that. It's early in May. I'll get that date. But we basically got to spend everything we can pretty soon. And that's kind of why I get a little pause when we add some of these bigger items to the budget from today. So yeah, it's sometime in early. Actually, I think the check request was in May. It might be early June that we can spend dollars through. But either way, we've got to get it done pretty soon. You do see a hand raised, Sharon, go ahead.
Your dates are, I think it's May 20th for event applications, the 1st for check requests, and the 20th last day to use your card.
Got it. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was in the last meeting. Raul gave them to us. But thanks for reminding us on that. All right. So let's keep going here. We've got about 20 minutes left, 18 minutes left here before the executive committee. Let's see if we can get through a couple of these items. So first item number 7 approval for up to $350 of snacks, water, food items, and for a cleanup event and tree mulching and watering in coordination and cooperation with the STAT committee. So this is from the outreach committee as well. Do I have a motion to discuss?
I'll move to discuss.
Thanks, Bill. Do I have a second? I'll second. All right, so let's go to the committee first. Any questions about this one?
No, I don't have any.
Patty, any questions from you?
Is this for one event? I don't know if it's for one event, probably not, since it's a cleanup and a tree mulching.
Yep.
I would say I'm assuming they meet for the rest of this year. What do you guys think?
Yeah, and I think Karen, you're on, right? This is for the rest of the remainder of this year, this fiscal year.
That's correct. And that, yeah, and that actually probably could be lowered to 200.
Do you want to amend it to 200? Or do you want to leave it at 350?
I can't, but somebody else can.
Okay, does anybody want to amend this to 200?
If that's what you want to do, then yeah, sure.
Okay,
Well, I don't know, if this is several things that they're talking about, they're gonna have, I was assuming cleanup and the tree mulching are two different events. I don't think they do it at the same time. And how many people they have? If they got a good turnout, 10 people, 10 snacks, water, food items, I'm okay with the 350 personally.
yeah, it's up to 350. So I don't know, Bill, do you want to rescind your
Yeah.
amendment?
Yeah, I'll rescind it. I don't have any problem with so long as they get it spent before those deadlines.
Yep. All right, sounds good. Let me go to the general public. Any comments there? All right,
So
seeing
what just
none.
happened with this item?
I'm sorry.
Well, just to clarify, what just happened with this item? Is it not going on the board agenda?
It is. We're about to go take a vote for it now.
I'm
It was
sorry.
going to get
Okay.
amended and then we decided not to amend it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the vote. Bill
Yes,
and Patty
Yes,
and Ed, yes. Okay, that budget item passes and we'll go on to the budget committee. So on to the board meeting. Next item, approval for up to $5,000 of outreach items and printing, kitchen magnets. This is something that was on the agenda many months ago, the kitchen items, or the magnets, STM brochures, banners for the STNC, bus bench advertising, printing, that's new. Coloring books, crayons, keychain flashlights with logos, lip balm with logo, higher quality, good quality, pens and pencils, tote bag with logo, print resource materials. Do I have a motion to discuss?
I'll move.
Thanks, Bill. And I'll
Patty will
second.
second.
Patty will second. Got it. Thank you. What
Yeah.
questions has the board about this one?
I do. Originally, I don't think I put the date. Oh, in June. They asked for $2,000. No, they asked for, I know we they
Yeah, I
asked for
got it.
money for
Yeah, here.
giveaways, all this type of stuff, giveaways. And we got it, we told them we'd give them 2,500 allow. So, oh, they asked for 2,500 and we got them down to 1,500 apparently.
Yeah,
We approved 1,500. But from what I can tell, there's still $600.02 $600 not spent. Whatever has been spent has not been applied to that money.
yeah, I see about the same. So there's not been a lot spent against that original 1,500 that was approved here.
Yeah, so I think the 5,000, particular fact that they would need to buy this and get the invoice in the next 2 months doesn't seem practical. I think they need to wait till the beginning of the year, like in July, and ask for it again. That way they have all the stuff, because when's the voting? Not till the following April?
For the next month's budget, for the next fiscal year's budget.
Well, yeah, I think they should ask, I think that should be put in the next year's budget. Try to use that 602 they already have, because we already know what about that one. But I don't think they should ask for $5,000 more when it's already the end of the year. Have them wait for July and ask for it again. Get a coup of what they want, because I can't see they'd be spending all that money before June,
Yeah,
whenever the deadline is. And then we've got this money, we're wondering, oh, is it going to be spent or not? We're in that delay. So I personally will not vote for this. Does that
Why,
make sense?
why not refer it back to the committee and tell them to put it in their budget for next year?
Yeah. See, Bill knows how to word things right. Thank you.
there you
Bill.
go. Refer it back to committee. Yep. All right. Sounds good. So let me go to the general public on that. Any questions from the general public? Go ahead, Sharon.
Generally, when agenda items come like this, there should be like a breakdown of what you want to take and purchase, because right now, looking all that at that stuff, you don't know how far 5,000 will go, what you want, like your first choices and stuff like that is helpful. Because maybe, like bus benches advertising may not be available because you have to have the benches available to put advertising on and the other things. And tote bags can be expensive if you want to get it, but generally you would have like a list of what you wanted with a breakdown of the cost and the quantity, and also showing what kind of printing you're going to have and stuff like that. But if you're going to refer it back to committee, but it's just generally with agendas, items like this, you would go and have a better list of what you want to buy. Banners are kind of expensive too. Anyway, thank you.
Yep. No, thank you. All right. Any other comments?
Yeah, I would think, along with what Sharon said, perhaps a schedule of events. Are they going to spend, excuse me, the whole 5,000 in one event, or are they going to have a number of different events? And if they are, maybe some kind of schedule.
Yeah, I think this is probably general budget. Let me see. It looks like Karen's hand is up. Let's see if she wants to address that. Karen, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be considered public comments, kind of, okay. Well, the reason for the low spending with handouts and outreach items is because of the lockdown, and really we've just been able to skirt around that. What I didn't want to see happen now that we're opened up, because I'm just about down to the nitty gritty with outreach items, handouts, printing and whatnot. So yeah, $5,000 is probably too much. I just didn't want to see money not spent. That's why I'm thinking, some of this can be juggled around. And as far as connecting it to a specific event, I'm trying to do that, and did do that with the stat committee, and wasn't able to make contact with the other committees of what events they have coming up. But what I'm looking for here is just general handouts. And, we've been very frugal and not spending it in case we need it someplace else, but all of a sudden we need more stuff. I just don't want to, I would, suggest, maybe another 1,500, because it takes a lot of time and effort, but I've ordered some things that work well. And yeah, I think, we can cross out bus bench. Okay. All I can say is we're frugal, but we do need some money in that area now that I think would be well spent.
Well,
And-
there's still, as I said, there's still $600 left
Mhm.
from the initial 1,500 that was approved in June. So if those items fall into that category that you asked for in June, you still have $600 left.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's easy to spend $600, but I'll just stop with that. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Cindy, did you have a? you have
Yeah,
your hand raised?
I was just gonna say that I think for some of the items that are on the agenda listed, they are a replenishment of things that the committee's already had, so that when they have events or they have opportunities to table somewhere, like they have in the past week, up at the cemetery, and then coming up for the coffee and tea with the STNC, then they have these items because they need to replenish, say, the printed little brochure, which is basically copying. And let's see, the kitchen magnets. I don't know how many are left, but those do take a little time to get, and they could have an increase in price. The coloring books, that too may take some time to get. I don't know if the flashlight, I don't think it's a new item. I think it's a item that they've already had, so it would just be ordering more of those. The lip balm may be new, I'm not sure. Tote bags, I know we have done those before, and those are very handy for when we're tabling. So some of this are just repeat orders, but in this current time period, which could increase, being an increase in cost. So I just wanted to make mention of that, and with the possibility that maybe some amount of it could be approved. If not, and the budget hasn't been spent, I'd really like to see the committee come back for a special meeting at least to approve some of this so that it can be done in this fiscal year.
Thanks.
Okay,
And
so
let me, go ahead.
I just want to say again, I'll emphasize, they have $602 they have not spent yet. I see that when they bought the lighted keychains and sticky notes, that was $650. Then something about for all promotions. I don't know what items those were. That was $246. So, they've spent $897, $900. How about if we say another 1,000? Would that do? Because I don't think I want to hold up $5,000 and not get spent. And there we are in May, the end of May or early June, trying to think, okay, it's either going to be rolled over, which is fine if it is, but if it's not, we're going to be in the red.
Yep. Okay, so do you want to suggest an amendment? I was going to do the same, but if you want to suggest one, that's fine, or I can.
I will do maybe 1,000.
Okay,
That gives them $1,600 they still have.
okay. And did you want to call out any specific amounts for these items? Or do you want to just leave it as it's written and just go to 1,000?
I think just 1,000. I don't want to, I don't think we should
Okay.
call it out.
That sounds good. Just looking at time, let's take a quick vote on this, on the amended. So I'm going to read it as amended. So approval for up to $1,000 for outreach items and printing, kitchen magnets, STNC brochure, banners for STNC, bus bench advertising, printing, coloring books and crayons, keychain flashlight with logo, lip balm with logo, good quality, pens and pencils, tote bag with logo, print resource materials. Let me throw that to a vote real quick. Patty,
Yes.
Bill?
Yes,
And Ed, yes. Okay, that one's good. I'm gonna skip the next two, just because I don't think we're gonna need to worry about it right now. National Night Out's not till August, and the Pinewood
Correct.
mural, who knows when that's gonna get done. Let me jump to the item number 11 real quickly. So item number 11 is approval for up to $100 for pet waste bags to refill parks and provide general cleanup of the community areas. Before I open it for comment, Cindy, since I put this on the agenda, can I amend it? Or does somebody else have to amend it?
Well, it should be done, I think you can amend it or ask for an amendment, and then someone can present it That would be a good one.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask that somebody else amend this to $300.
Oh.
That seems to be the more.
Are we talking about the
reasonable.
bags? 300. Do we say 800 or 300?
Oh, you
Three.
can't go over. You can only go up to, you can go lower.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we're
for the-
approving up to 300.
Well, I
You'll
think
have
Cindy's
to-
saying we can't go over
You
100.
can't go over.
All right, Lenny, looks like you're gonna get $100, bud. Then I'm not gonna ask for an amendment unless somebody else is interested in doing so, but let
Oh,
me have
oh.
a motion to discuss first.
I'll
Okay.
move.
Thanks, Bill. I'll second. Okay, general comment on this one, Cindy?
I'm sorry, mine's on another agenda item, so go ahead.
Sure. Anybody else on the board? Looks like Lenny, you've got your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do. Since we'll actually get better pricing with 300, but we can't go up from this. I'd like to see it get struck, and we'll just go ahead and reintroduce it
Okay,
at another meeting.
Okay.
I've got 2 months. I've got 2 months worth,
okay.
I'd say, and I'll just reintroduce it.
Okay. That's
And,
even better.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So any other questions on the panel? Seeing no questions, any questions in the audience? No questions. So we do have a motion to strike this item, but we'll put it for a vote. Bill?
Yes,
Wait a minute,
Yes.
what was the thing? The thing is just saying it's still at $100, right?
Yeah, so if
So
we-
I'm
if
gonna
we-
vote no.
Okay. So Bill is a yes. Patty is a no, and I'm a no. So 2-1. Sorry, Bill. This one
Okay.
doesn't pass. Okay,
So-
we'll
so-
introduce that later.
So what does this mean? We're not
You're
going
gonna-
to strike it with, it's just left at 100?
No,
No.
we struck it.
Okay, very
You
good.
introduce it next time.
Very good.
Okay,
So we'll just tell the executive committee they have to wait. Sorry, I strongly urge you to approve item number 9 because there's too much that has to be done in advance, including an event form. So
Okay.
I hope you can go back to it.
okay, let's quickly run back to item number 9. So item number 9 is approval of up to $3,000 for National Night Out in August 2022. Prepayment of costs wherever possible. Do I have a motion to discuss?
I'll move.
Thanks, Bill. I'll second.
So, okay,
Comment about this. It takes a lot to get this approved. So that's why I'm being a little pushy. Sorry. And
Okay.
it happens right after the end of the fiscal year. So I would like you to amend it to read for the Little Landers Park location.
For a little, specifically for Little Landers. Got it.
oh. Is there gonna be more for for another one, have at Sunland Park?
They'll
too?
have to come here and ask for it.
Okay, so if we approve this and it does not, bills don't come in yet until July, how does that work with the city?
It has to be reapproved in next fiscal year, whatever doesn't get spent.
By approving this, you're starting the process for the event, which is a big deal. They still will come back to you with the individual expenses. They may not spend it all, by the way. They didn't last time.
It at least gives them a go-ahead to spend whatever they need to get the thing started.
Okay,
Any other comments from the board? The committee? Any comments from attendees? All right, let me reread it as amended. So approval for up to $3,000 for National Night Out at Little Landers Park in August 2022, prepayment where possible. Bill,
Yes,
Patty,
Yes,
And Ed, yes. Okay, cool. That one is approved. All right, guys, it's 7:03. We've got two items that didn't make it today. We'll address those items next time. I think we're gonna go ahead and adjourn at 7:03 PM. Thank you, guys. Take care.
okay, thank
Thank
you.
you, Ed. Thank you,
Thanks.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.